Hello viewers, in this lecture I will discuss about Southern blotting and its applications. After going through this PPT, the students will get to learn some key aspects of Southern blotting that include what is Southern blotting, principle of Southern blotting, procedure of Southern blotting, applications of Southern blotting, and advantages and disadvantages of the Southern blotting. Now, what is Southern blotting? Now, the idea of blotting, it is the technique with which we can identify a specific target DNA, RNA, or proteins with the DNA hybridization technique. Here is another question, that is, what is the hybridization technique? Hybridization is the process of forming a double-stranded DNA molecules between a single-stranded DNA probe and a single-stranded target DNA. There are two important features of hybridization. The reactions are specific. The probes will only bind to targets with a complementary sequence. The probe can find one molecule of target in a mixture of millions of related but non-complementary molecules. Southern blotting is a technique of separation of DNA fragments from a sample by blotting on a membrane. This technique was devised by Southern in 1975. Southern blotting is also called the Southern hybridization because DNA-DNA base pairing is the basis of this technique. Southern blotting is a hybridization technique for identification of particular size of DNA from the mixture of other similar molecules. This technique is based on the principle of separation of DNA fragments by Zell electrophoresis and identified by labeled probe hybridization. Basically, the DNA fragments are separated on the basis of size and charge during electrophoresis. Separated DNA fragments after transforming on nylon membrane, the desired DNA is detected using a specific DNA probe that is complementary to the desired DNA. A hybridization probe is a short single-stranded DNA which has 100 to 500 base pair. The probe are labeled with a marker so that they can be detected after hybridization. The steps of Southern blotting technique. Number 1. Extract and purify DNA from cells. Number 2. DNA is restricted with enzymes. Number 3. Separated by electrophoresis. Number 4. Denature DNA. Number 5. Transfer to nitrocellulose paper. Number 6 is the add labeled probe for hybridization to take place. Number 7. Wash off unbound probe, and the last one is the autoradiograph. In the first step, isolate the DNA in question from the rest of the cellular material in the nucleus. Incubate specimen with detergent to promote cell lysis. Lysis free cellular proteins and DNA. Proteins are enzymatically degraded by incubation with proteinase. Organic or non-inorganic extraction removes the proteins. DNA is purified from solution by alcohol precipitation. Visible DNA fibers are removed and suspended in buffer. In the second step, the DNA is cut with a restriction enzyme to produce DNA fragments of different sizes. In the third step, the complex mixture of fragments is subjected to gel electrophoresis to separate the fragments according to size. In the fourth step, the restriction fragments present in the gel are denatured with alkali to produce single-stranded DNA. DNA is then neutralized with sodium chloride to prevent rehydration before adding the probe. In the fifth step, the DNA strands are transferred from the agarose gel to a nitrocellulose filter with the help of a southern blotting technique, which is shown in the middle of the figure. A filter paper braced on supporting bench is placed in a plastic tray. The buffer is poured into the tray for about 2/3 of the height of the filter bridge. The agarose gel containing denatured DNA is placed on the filter paper bridge. A nitrocellulose filter membrane is placed over the agarose gel. Dry filter papers are placed on the nitrocellulose membrane. At the top, a glass plate is placed. A paper weight is placed on the glass plate. The experimental setup is kept as such for 4 to 8 hours. The buffer moves from the tray through the agarose gel and the nitrocellulose filter. The buffer carries with it the DNA from the agarose gel. The DNA is trapped in the nitrocellulose membrane. The position of bands on the membrane remain the same as in the agarose gel. The DNA strands are firmly fixed to the nitrocellulose filter by baking at 80 degrees Celsius. The blotting nitrocellulose filter is kept between dry filter papers and kept in an oven at 80 degrees Celsius. This process is called baking. Then the filter is placed in a sodium containing radio-labeled RNA or single-stranded DNA probe of known sequence. The radio-labeled nucleic acid base pairs with the complementary DNA fragments on the nitrocellulose filter. The hybridized regions are recorded on an X-ray film by autoradiography. The X-ray film by its bands will show the relative positions of the gel containing DNA complementary to the probe. Now the applications of the southern blotting. It helps to isolate the desired DNA for the construction of rDNA. It is used to map the restriction sites of a gene. In DNA fingerprinting, it is used to test the maternity and paternity testing, criminal identification and forensics, personal identification. It is used for the preparation of RFLP maps. It is employed in the phylogenetic analysis of different species based on DNA polymorphism. Advantages of the southern blotting. It is effective way to detect a specific DNA sequence in a large complex sample of DNA. It can be used to quantify the amount of the present DNA, and this technique is cheaper than DNA sequencing. Disadvantage of this technique is it is more expensive than most other tests. It is complex and labor intensive, and this technique is time consuming and cumbersome.